folks, so today is day 4 using the Urban Decay Moondust Palette. So today I decided to use a couple new products that I just got in the mail as well as the Moondust Palette just to create this look. And so you guys might be excited, but I got the Sweet Peach palette in the mail, and while this isn't necessarily new, it was recently like relaunched and it smells so good. But I used this guy with the Moondust palette to create this look. Also finished it off with a little bit of one of the shades from the new Kat Von D palette as well. And yeah, so if you guys want to know how to do it, then just stay tuned and here is the tutorial. Alright, so the shade from the Moondust palette that I'm going to be using this purple blue shade here called Magnetic. Alright, so the shades that I used today, I used Peaches and Cream right here. I used Candied Peach, a little bit of Peach Pit, and Delectable. A little bit of Charmed, I think. And I used a little bit of this opal shade right on the bottom. It has like an opalescent sheen to it. I don't know if that's gonna show up, but that is my brow bone highlight as well as my inner corner highlight and my face highlight. Okay, so then for brushes I used a few. I used just a flat brush for color all over the lid. Two different 217s, this one, and I used two different 217s, one for the peach and one for more of the purple shade. A little flat shader brush for underneath the eye. A pencil brush for detail work right onto the inner corner, and then I think I used just this big fluffy brush for right underneath the brow bone. So first off, I'm just taking my fluffy brush. I'm going to go into Peaches and Cream. This is just a light creamy peachy shade really. From what I can tell, they're a little bit more on the drier side, the mattes, but they adhere nicely and they're blending out pretty good. But definitely better quality than the Tarte palette that I tried last time, so I'm always nervous when I try new brands because I don't really know how their eyeshadow texture is, but this one's pretty good. Next up I'm going to go into Candied Peach, which is this one here. This is sort of just like a light peach shade that has a little bit of shimmer in it. To be honest, this sort of like micro shimmer doesn't stick to the lid, so it's really just sort of a matte peach shade. But this is just going to go right into my crease. Next up I'm going to go into a bit of the purple. I'm going to use this one, which is Delectable. This has a little bit of a sheen to it. It also has a little bit of fallout as well, so this is something that like you're definitely going to want to dust off the brush. It picks up in the pan as well. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so then this is just going to go right onto my outer corner, and I'm just working this into the crease and into the eye. I'm going to leave the inner part blank so when we put the glitter there. So next up I'm just taking a little bit more of Delectable. That's going to go right underneath my bottom eyelashes. And then I decided to actually take another shade in the palette. I'm going to take this one, which is Peach Pit. This one has a really nice like sheen to it, but I decided to use it on a fluffy brush just to get a little bit of that color. And I'm just going to take that and blend out the purple on the bottom. It kind of makes like a smoky purpley bronze. I also just took a little bit of Candied Peach and just smoked that out as well, just adding a little bit of the peach shade down below. Alright, and then from there I dipped into the Moondust palette, so I'm taking Magnetic on just a flat synthetic brush that's wet with a little bit of Fix Plus, and then I'm just going to apply that to the 2/3 of my eyelid and then just right into the inner corner as well. And then I'm just going to take my finger with more of that product and press it on top. That's really going to bring out the glitter. This is just obviously my tip that I love to use with these. It's really what makes it nice and shiny and awesome. Alright, and then from there the next thing I did is went into a little bit of Opal from the Alchemist palette. And this has a really nice pinky opal sheen. So I'm just applying that just right underneath my brow bone. And then I'm just going to take a pencil brush, grab a little bit of that, and that's going to go right onto the inner corner as well. And then from there, I'm just going to apply a coat of mascara to the top and bottom eyelashes, come back and show you how I'm going to finish up the rest of this face. Alright, so then that is the finished eye look. So then for the rest of the face, I do have a little bit of contour on, which is like not blended at all. This is just NYX Taupe Blush. This is a MAC beauty powder. It's their Evil Queen one. I don't even remember the collection. Venomous Villains? I don't know, but I really like the shade, like enough that I hit pan on it. So it's just sort of a matte light pink blush, so it just adds a little bit of wash of color. And I just wanted something matte basically. And then for highlight, I'm just going to stick with Opal. Just get a little bit of that on my brush. Oh man, it's actually really nice. I don't typically like highlighting my nose and stuff, but like, oh man, that looks good. And then for lips, I'm bringing back, again, another limited edition product. I'm sorry, but this is like my favorite peach lipstick. I haven't used this in a long time. This was released in the Liberty of London collection from MAC, which I don't even know what year that was, a lot of years ago. It's just a light peachy lipstick. This is the shade Everhip, and I think they actually re-released this, so you might be able to get this. I don't know. Alright, so then that is what the lip color looks like. Just a nice sort of creamy lipstick. Not something I wear often, but it's one of my favorites. And then I just pressed a little bit of opal just right in the bottom just to get a little bit of sheen from that as well. So yeah, that is the finished look. I just really wanted to play with this palette, so I'm really excited to use this like next week. From what I can tell so far, it applies really nicely. So yeah, that wraps up day 4 using the Moondust palette. I do hope you guys are enjoying this week, and as always, leave me any comments down below. Do you like it? Would you wear it? What are your plans for New Year's? Let me know in the comments down below. I honestly still don't know what we're doing. I think we might just go to like a friend's house and chill, or we might go out and get really drunk. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. You guys are doing good, and until my next video, I'll talk to all you soon. Bye!